MBS Central, MBS Universe. We are back at it again, man. I'm your boy
Yeah.
Keo. I got my awesome, amazing co-host with me, the bar god, Danny Myers.
Yo,
What's up?
yo, we back. We are back, Keo, man. Infinite content. NBS Universe. Yeah, man. What's on the docket for today?
Well, we ain't gonna be here for too long, but we wanted to address something that needs to be talked about. Obviously everybody knows that final exams was this past weekend. One of the main matchups, the high profile matchups that was on the card on Civil War was Rum Nitty versus Foots. So Foots won the battle. According to I had the MBS team working at the event, and I had some media people that I knew that was in the building. They said, "Yo, Rum Nitty lost that battle." They said Rum Nitty got 3-0. They said Rum Nitty lost that battle clearly, but Rum Nitty has came out and he put out a contract that said there was some time discrepancies that was in his contracts.
Right.
Basically, he got less time compared to what Foots was getting. So now it brings up a lot of people are upset. A lot of people feel like Rum Nitty got set up. A lot of people feel like he got lined up by the URL.
Ouch.
We seen battle rappers coming to his defense. We seen Averb coming to his defense. Um, we seen and then obviously this is what everybody's talking about right now. And This needs to be talked about. So with that being said, man, you're a battle rapper. You've been doing it for a very, very long time.
Yeah, correct.
The time situation, man. How much of a difference is that though?
It's a huge difference, man. Especially when you're dealing with skilled battle rappers. You know what I'm saying? I will say this. First of all, let's go here. It's neither Nitty's fault or Foot's fault. So and they both have been taking it like geez, like Foot said he want to do a rematch because he don't even want the win like that. So that's honorable. And then
Mm,
Nitty says, hey, no excuses, no excuses. He won fair and square. But you know how I say, but this is what happened. This part of what happened. And honestly, I never seen nothing like that before. Uh, I could say this. I could say this, Keo. Battle rappers grow over the time all the time, even when they got the same amount of time. So if we're both supposed to do 3 minutes, sometimes my opponent might do 5, 6, 7 minutes. You know what I'm saying? That just happens every time. But I've never really seen it in contract form where two MCs had two different times. And another thing is we never see our opponent's contracts. We're not supposed to. Like we never see what you know what I'm saying, what their shit says exactly. Like that doesn't go on. Like battle rappers don't exchange contracts. You know what I mean? Like what you get paid might be different than what I get paid, and
mhm.
that's our business. Now, what thing that is generally agreed upon 100% of the time is the time limit. How long are these rounds? Are we doing 90 seconds? Are we doing 2 minutes? Are we doing 2:30, 3:30? Just let's figure this out. That's always the number one thing. I will say standard URL rounds are 3 minutes with a 3:30 cutoff. You know what I'm saying? Unless specifically told otherwise, sometimes you might do 2 minute rounds with a 2:30 cutoff. Now 90 seconds, it's a minute and a half. And then Foots did what? 3 minutes, 3:30.
Yeah.
So that's basically double. You doubled Rum Nitty's time. So obviously there's gonna be a huge discrepancy in
What
terms of
when
the amount of bars one man is able
when
to spit per round.
when 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 I was when I had one of the guys that was covering the event for us, and he was telling me, "Yo, Foot's 3-0, Foot's 3-0." I'm like, "Hell no, man!" I'm like, "There's no way he got 30, man. Foots barely could go toe to toe with Jerry West. And no disrespect to my guy Jerry West, that's EFB by the way, but Jerry West, I think Jerry West and Rum Nitty are two different guys. This is the champion of the year. This is the alien. Now, despite how I feel, this is the guy that they say is the best puncher of all time. That's Rum Nitty. And for
Right.
people, what's be the and then in the quotables, the updates where people were saying, I heard a lot when it came to Foots. I barely heard anything against Rum Nitty. I wasn't thinking about the time, but then it was just I don't know. It just didn't feel right to me. It just didn't sit right. It just
Yeah,
I just
absolutely.
I was just like, dude, Rum Nitty just battled Jazz, then he battled Ilmac,
Yo,
but he
Mac,
did this.
to
He
to
did
get 30
freaking
by foot it sounds incredulous. How about
yeah.
that?
I mean, he did this. Not even a debatable. Like what? It
Yeah,
just
man.
it just didn't seem right to me. And obviously
Well,
now that he put the information out, but one thing that I can say though, we don't know if Rum Nitty would have got the same amount of time that Foots had. Um, if he would have beat man, fuck it. He would have beat it Foots, man. What you mean, man? It's freaking that's double the time. You're telling me Rum Nitty can't think of wouldn't have any haymakers and crazy ass moments? Look
yeah,
how much
it,
time that
he would have
is.
wrote. He would have wrote what the contract said. Now, if his contract said 330, he would have wrote 330. It's plain and simple. That's a whole nother like 24 bars, 30 bars that he doesn't rap. That could have made a big difference. I will say this, of course, like how you just said, hey, if Nitty had the same amount of time, you got Nitty winning that battle. That we
I
can't say. I do say there's definitely a higher percentage chance Nitty wins this battle if he raps the same amount of time. But that's it's in the past now. It already happened.
now
So we in a position where
now I'm
Foots
just
want to
gonna
do a redo.
now I'm just gonna say it. This battle is nulled,
And
voided.
vote.
This thing should be voided. This thing should
Yeah,
be voided in the. We got the power rankings coming up. We are not counting this battle. I don't care if they drop this battle on time this month. We are not counting it because it's not right and it's not fair. So I cannot count this. I cannot. I don't think champion of the year should count this battle because it's just not right. I don't
yeah,
think. I don't think
yeah.
Rum Nitty. I don't think Rum Nitty should be penalized for this. And it's just not right, man. It's just not fair because they just basically gave him
And another
put him in a
thing, how
handicap.
I want to know how that happens. Like, how
I don't
does
know. I
that
don't know.
happen? Like, who? I don't know.
So who's
I
the
don't know who.
who's the blame for this though? Do we blame
You
the
can't blame the
URL?
battlers.
No, you can't blame Foots. Foots can't control that. But do you blame who? You got to blame somebody from the URL.
Yeah, obviously there was a gaff there. There was a hiccup there. Somebody put one
Look,
time on a
look,
contract, and the other rapper
look,
or the other person got a different time on their contract.
look, look, man. There's only two people they're gonna blame, and it is always like this when it comes to situations and issues with the URL. They only blame two people. They never blame Smack. They don't blame anybody else. There's two people. Is either P or Beasley. That's the two people they're gonna blame, no matter what. They're not gonna blame anybody else. They're gonna blame those two individuals for some reason. I mean, I don't. For me, I
I'm
don't
not
think
sure
they.
if Smack even ever looks at these contracts. I don't think
Nah,
like Smack not the one that sends out the contract. You
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Smack definitely doesn't send out the contract. But for me, surprisingly, people might be surprised when I say this. I don't think they should blame P or Beasley. It's the person that's writing up that contract. I don't think P and Beasley are writing up that contract.
No, I don't think so either. So it was a mistake on somebody's behalf.
I don't think that
That's
was no
that's
mistake
like
though.
saying That's like saying,
That
hey,
was
if it wasn't a mistake, then it was a lineup. You know what I'm saying? If
that
it wasn't a
was
mistake,
that
you trying to give the other person an advantage by one. First of all, Foots was I think that was in the DMV area, so he already got his people there.
that was a lineup.
And
It was a clear setup. He got
yeah, he's got his
they
people
gave
there,
the
and he's
man
got double the
the
amount of
chance.
time to rap.
'Cause you know what it is though, man? I think somebody sent the message for that to happen. And you know what it is though, when it comes to P? When it comes to P, P has always praised, saluted. He's been pushing these new the new crucibles, the new ones that's coming up because he's the
Yeah.
one that founded them and molded them. And it will make him look like a genius if he made a star out of these guys. So and how would it look for one of the guys that he put on to knock out the champion of the year?
Well, you just said you can't blame P. So like
And look at this,
how
and look at
I don't
and
know
look
how
at it,
that would
and look
fall
at and
back
look at
on
and look at
P
this.
if P was
I
trying to
would be
line up
I would be upset if I'm Rum Nitty because if you're saying they're only asking him to do a 90-minute round,
90 seconds.
90-second round,
Yeah.
they shorted his back. He could have got more if it was 3 minutes.
Oh yeah. See, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I would generally. I'll say you're correct. Watch this. Now I don't know what he got paid. I'm not gonna ask him what he got paid, but yeah, generally when you do the more rapping you have to do, the more money you can demand for that battle. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody asks me to rap 60-second rounds versus 3-minute rounds, my price gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know what happened in that
Also,
department. Maybe that's for Nitty to put that out there, but
and
he might have got shorted on the money too. I ain't no bullshit.
and also, I gotta salute, side. I know a couple people that fuck with Foots and definitely on Foots' side, especially on the DMV side, and they were fair about it. Was like, yo, that wasn't right what they did to Rum. I don't agree with that. That shit's not cool. And I like what Foots did. That was some stand up shit, especially somebody new coming into the game, and he was like, yo, I don't want to
Right.
win it like this. I want to beat them the right way.
Yeah. And no, so super salute to Foots for saying that because he basically got a win over the current champion, a clear win from by all accounts. And even Nitty had admitted that Foots won that battle in his 15 minutes of
This
fame
is
interview.
could this be part of a storyline to build up Foots to hype this matchup even more? Because nowadays there's not no storylines in battle rap. But then again, though, man, come on, this was ridiculous. It was some nasty work. Like I said, I don't blame it on one individual. It's the company. It's the URL. The URL needs to be
Yeah,
paid.
it should be a mandatory run back.
Yeah,
It should be a mandatory run back.
and I think
I do, but I feel like it puts Nitty in a must win situation now. If they were to do a rematch, now it's like you gotta win Nitty because now which when y'all got the same amount of time, which I'm pretty sure they'll be 100% accurate with the time, you know. And if Foots beats you again, then it's like, did
what,
any of this mean anything? You know what I'm saying? Like, did any of
and
this mean anything?
it doesn't sit right also because the URL hasn't put out a statement yet, so they haven't said anything regarding this.
They don't
Now,
have to. I mean,
now,
yeah, they do
now
have to.
hey,
But I
now,
mean, the battlers themselves have put out statements. But
I'm telling you this right now. If I was the URL right now, I would release that battle.
I'm pretty sure they should be dropping it pretty soon. Why not? It's got all the
You
steam on it right now.
look at the URL. You guys have taken L's. You want to win? You want the culture to keep talking? This is how you do it. Drop the Foots and Rum Nitty battle. And then that's when you guys could run it back. Foots and
Yeah,
Rum Nitty. I like
yeah.
I like volume.
Hey, P, listen, P, who JB, man. Push the goddamn button, man. Drop the battle right now. Drop it while it's hot. Just no,
Because
no,
if you
no,
get
no pun to Snoop Dogg now. But drop that shit, man.
I mean, they could respond to battle rappers on being on final exams and shouting them out, but they can't respond to this when the guy that's putting money in your pockets, the champion of the year, the guy that's been consistent to you, you guys
Yeah,
can't give him an
Nitty been
extra.
showing up, giving out shots.
I don't know,
Right, being consistent, giving out shots to the up and coming class. He battles
and I'm,
South Flair Soul and Foots in the same year.
and I'm pretty
You know
sure,
what I mean?
and I'm pretty sure the URL didn't like that. Rum Nitty put out some receipts out. I'm pretty sure the URL probably have talked to him about it. But I kind of do want to hear from Rum Nitty though. So, yeah.
Yeah. Again. Um. Yeah. I don't know, man. It wasn't either one of their fault. They did their job. They did what they were supposed to do. But yeah, you're right. The battle should be dropping pretty soon. Let us just see it. Should they do a rematch? Yeah, they should. Cause I mean, Foots want to do it, run it back, and Nitty want to show him like, look, let me show you what I could do when we got the same amount of time. Cause I heard it wasn't like somebody said that they gave Nitty a round. So my thing is, if you can win a round with a minute and a half versus somebody's 3:30, that just shows how powerful you are. Like even
Yeah,
being handicapped, even being with an arm tied behind your back, Nitty still can
yeah.
outpunch most of these guys. So imagine
That
him
shows you
having a whole other minute and
that shows
30
you how
left.
good that shows you how good Rum Nitty is if he's willing to do that. So I think this could get really serious if they don't drop the battle or they don't come out with no type of statement or response to this could get really ugly and could get really serious because this hasn't even touched the surface yet. It's gonna touch the surface because we have a couple people talking about. Chris and Bias talked about it. Shot Tavada, he talked about it.
Right,
So
right, right.
and obviously we're discussing it right now. We're talking about it in the space. So once it gets out, it's gonna cause a huge tornado. So I suggest them they either they drop the battle or they come up with some type of a statement unless they talk to Rum Nitty already. So that's what it is.
Yeah, again, this was a mistake, something that I've never really seen before. I've not, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the leagues can draw up the contracts. What the rappers actually do with that time, like sometimes the leagues just let it rock. Like if they book 2 minute rounds and one rapper raps 2 minutes and the other rapper raps 5 minutes, sometimes they just let them keep rapping. Sometimes they call time or whatever if one battler is starting to complain, but two totally different times on two different contracts. Really never seen that before. Some people calling it a lineup, like they try to get Nitty up out of here. I don't know. We'll never
I
be able
think
to prove it.
I
You can
think it
have
was the lineup.
your conspiracy theory, but we'll never be able to prove it one way or the other. You know what I'm saying?
Prove it
So
or not, it was a lineup. That's gonna be the title of the video. Rum Nitty gets lined up by the URL. That's what the title is gonna be.
shit. Come on,
He
Nitty.
got lined up, plain and simple, man.
Yikes.
There's
Yikes.
no,
Yikes.
I don't want to hear no excuses from anybody. I don't want to hear, oh, you guys are tripping. You guys are over exaggerating. He got lined up.
Well, my thing is how if somebody was trying to line them up, how did they think they was gonna get away with that? Like, did you think we wasn't gonna notice the time difference in the rounds? Even when you watch Ilmac versus Rum Nitty, Ilmac's round were double the length of Nitty's rounds. And even before they started rapping, Nitty was saying, because Organic said, "Hey, we cool, we straight with the time limit," and Nitty was like, "I ain't finna let this dude rap forever." Blah blah blah. They was saying that before they even started rapping the first round, so there already was a time discrepancy in Nitty's previous battle. Now here we go.
I
Fast
know,
forward to
I
his
know.
next battle, and here's another time discrepancy. Man, I
Now,
don't know what's
now,
going on.
now, I know people. What people are gonna say is, "Oh, why didn't he look at the contract? If you knowing that you don't, those are aren't normal URL times." I think when he looked at it, because Nitty, he's done URL business with them for years and years, and there's never been any discrepancies behind it. And
Right.
this is
So
the
he
first.
automatically assumed that the time that's on his contract is the same as Foot's contract.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
because
it's
it's
basically the
never
same
happened before.
routine. It's basically the same routine. It's like
Same routine. But
if you get
I do say this as a battler, a lot of times, even if we beefing or we whatever or we not cool, we still at least try to communicate and say, look, bro, how long you going? How long is your round? Because I'm writing 330. Can we agree that we're gonna write 330? Otherwise, let me know and let's figure this out. Like I do
I
know
mean,
battlers always try
yeah,
to
I mean
get that part straight before they start writing.
a lot of things could have been done, man, but we're at this point right now, and now this is public information because Rum Nitty put it out, so we're gonna see what happens though, man. That's all we can go by, but there you have it, folks. Rum Nitty gets lined up. But with that being said, let's go straight to our shout outs. Go ahead.
Yo, Danny Myers, the bar guy, metaphor messiah, the Sultan of Similes, the Emperor of Entendres, the Statue of Spittery, the Lord of the Lines. I am he who is, I am the nothing. That is Evil Battle Rap Media. Follow him at I Hate Keo and MBS Central.
You just enjoy saying that. A lot of people
Yeah.
have told me that they was like, "Hey man, I actually like this Twitter name more than any of those."
They like
I'm,
I Hate Keo.
I'm
Follow
like,
I
yeah.
Hate Keo, man.
But with that
That's
being
right.
said, with that
Hey,
being said,
JB, man. Yeah, drop the battle, man. Push the goddamn button, man. We
yeah,
out of here.
yeah, man. MBS Universe, that's the bar gone. I'm Keo, and we'll see you guys
Peace.
next time. We out.